Let's try that again. Hello. How's it going? I'm having a little bit of internet connected I can speak. I can speak. I know words. I know many words. You know what's fun? You know what's fun? You know what's fun? If there is a redeem already happening when somebody presses that screenshot button, I have a couple of seconds to pose. So, if you want me to do a funny pose, fire off something else beforehand. It gives me time to react and go, yeah. So that was prearranged. That's cheating. That might be a little bit cheating, but actually that solves a problem because in theory, I could build a photo timer redeem. You could fire that off, and then you could redeem. We could. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You could take pose photos of me and not pose photos of. I don't know. Jura's pressing buttons today. I see. I hope you're good. I'm sort of sat here watching my numbers go up and down. I'm having a little bit of an internet connection. My connection to Twitch, Chum, what the fuck? Your stream just blue screen of death. My PC. I'm pretty sure that's not my stream. I'm pretty sure that's your PC. Let's not make it a thing to blame Twitch streamers about your technical problems with your PC. Reinstall Internet Explorer. I don't know. But for some reason, my internet connection to Twitch is absolutely all over the place. Usually it sits at around a stable 6.5, and it's jumping from anywhere between 3 and 8. So if you have any technical problems, we're not dropping frames right now. If you have any technical problems, can you please let me know? I think I'm coming through loud and clear, so that's fine. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. Welcome back to the city of My-uh-nus, City Skylines 2. I've pre-prepared something because yesterday on stream, it's because you haven't got your Bongo Cat items that we both know that's not true. We both know that's not true because I never get my Bongo Cat items on stream and nobody ever queries it. No, I lie. The only people that query me not opening my Bongo Cat items are you, Jura, and Sky. It's fine. Fine, I forgive you. But I have pre-prepared something, and when I say I have pre-prepared something, you'll recognize this voice. Yesterday, I launched the MY-cu, which is the Myannus cinematic universe, or My Cinematic Universe, where all sort of simulator, slightly realistic adjacent games in the future on the channel will exist in this shared universe, where this fictional mayor of City Skylines is actually also really into jigsaw puzzles. As an example, we played a jigsaw puzzle game last night on stream, and I pretended it was like, oh, it's the mayor's house. And basically, it's this entire thing, which, holy shit, there's so much I could potentially do, but also at the same time, you just get little cool things like this.
The MY-cu is a multi-game spanning franchise in which the proprietor of Myannus, first established in Cities Skylines 2 circa 2026, takes the reins of various retailers, services, and organizations. This universe is bound by nothing, not the span of time, and certainly not the depths of depravity. We're flogging this joke till it's dead.
You might recognize that person's voice. I am going to take this opportunity to shout them out. I'm not going to shout them out every single time. Because I think that'll get very quickly tiring. But that is our lovely Nats. Nats is... Somebody needs to pay Nats to do some official voice acting. Because I'm sort of like... I'm their friend, and I'm taking advantage in terms of like... They're willing to record me audio, and I think it's absolutely great. Somebody needs... to employ them to do like really like they need to be the voice of the tills at Tesco's, like strange item in bagging area, and I can't think of any other examples that till at Tesco's would say. But still, now there's going to be a cinematic universe. Are you going to start doing post-credit scenes? Dilemma, if you talk about stuff like that, you'll ruin it. I like my stims, right? The stims aren't going away, but I have this beautiful dream about advertising certain things. Like okay, I'll give you an example, right? The city of Myannus. We did the jigsaw puzzles yesterday. We did the jigsaw puzzle yesterday, which was great. But there's not really a tie-in. That's like the mayor's house. But I also reinstalled TCG Card Shop Simulator. So imagine like cutaways. Theoretically, we could have cutaways. So if I do a couple of streams of TCG Card Shop Simulator, we could have a stim that is an advert for our TCG card shop and sort of like bounce back and forth. Honestly, I was obviously talking to Nats about this afternoon. This, as a concept, I could have probably made the joke slightly more adult and not like about my asshole. But this is I think I will get, the more I put into My-uh-nus, the more I will get out of My-uh-nus. It takes My-uh-nus to raise a child. It takes My-uh-nus to raise a child. No. Let's not make it weird. Let's not get the children into this. We're an 18+ channel, and there is a line. Even I have a line. It might surprise some of you, but even I have a line when it comes to comedy. Anyway, we established a cinematic universe. That we found the line. Yeah, it's
Peep peep. Cecile_Valdelius has gifted a tier 1 subscription to Nat Chicken Production.
Chat, we found the line. Dolly, I'm just going to put it out there. I think more people on the internet could benefit from children being their line. Like, I feel like that. I'm not trying to, like, comedy this as an issue, but I feel like that's a slightly I feel like more people on the internet could benefit from that being that being an end of a conversation. They produce My-uh-nus ads. They do. We also manufacture stuff in My-uh-nus, like I'm drinking my caffeine now. I will become a comedic god within the space about 15 to 25 minutes, but you need to let me warm up a little bit. Also, 95% of the best jokes have come from you guys. So what do we produce in My-uh-nus? Fertilizer? You've given Cecile their many hospital wings. I now have an official list, and Cecile's on it like 90 times. But Vulcan Ryan, you also subbed during the start of the stream, so I need to name something and get up to Cecile. Thank you, Cecile. I need to establish. So I built a big hospital in My-uh-nus, and then we had to reset it, sort of. So I am going to name the big hospital that I build first for Cecile once it's built. And it will have many wings, many wings. But Cecile has been very generous the last couple of weeks. Cecile is... I know there were other people involved too, but Cecile... So many gift subs, so many bits, like gifting presents to my cat, the chair... Not the chair. The chair wasn't Cecile, but the chair was a few people, but Cecile was a big part of that. I need to, like... They need, like, a city. I need to, like... You can zone out certain sections of My-uh-nus. I could name an entire portion of... the city after Cecile, and it'd still probably not be enough for how supported they've been the last couple of weeks. Chim needs to get really warm up before he can get into My-uh-nus. 100%. Stretching. It's very important to warm up and stretch before you do any sort of, like... activities along those lines. Chat, I'm gonna read through chat real quick. I have no news today, really. I went to the shops. Oh, no, I'm lying. I would like to report a crime. I did a really bad thing. I felt guilty about it all day. It's not that crimey, but still. Chat, I took our cat tree down. We've had this 2-meter tall cat tree for several years now. It's absolutely huge. But by nature, this cat tree, Dolly the cat, before they died, it had been in the house for like 5 years before they died. It's old. It was old. It was big. There was nothing particularly wrong with it, but it had got to a certain point where it had so much built-up cat fur on it in certain places, it was easier to remove it and replace it with something brand new that will be kitten-centric for when we get kittens that George can also use. But when I got out of bed this morning, I was like, I have one job to do today because I'm not working tomorrow, and it's to take down this goddamn cat tree. So I get up, I have my breakfast, I have a drink, I go to take down this cat tree, and what do I find? He's not been in there in days, but of course, the day that I need to take it down, George is inside this bloody cat tree. And I don't know, it was hard to get him out of concealed places before. It was hard to get him out of concealed places before, because once he's in there and once he's sort of cuddled down, he's just awkward. He can make himself really awkward to pick up sometimes. But I swear to God, since he's become an amputee, it is so freaking hard to get him out of this cat tree that I sort of like was struggling to get him out of there. I get him out of there eventually. He sits on the sofa a couple of seconds just looking at me in utter disgust. I've never seen a look of disgust on this cat worse than this. And then he doesn't talk to me for a couple of hours. So I take down the cat tree. And I sort of like wrap up parts of it. The biggest part of it's currently in my car. I'm going to dispose of it at work next week. But for fuck's sake, he's been back in that position several times today where the cat tree used to be and has been yelling at it. He's just been, ah! It's just been like that in the one spot. And I'm not putting the new cat tree up till tomorrow because I'm lazy, honestly. I couldn't do both. This thing weighed an absolute ton, and I was not prepared to take one down and put one back up again. I was not mentally prepared to do that at the time of the morning that I did that, but I've caused such offense to my son that I don't think our relationship will ever recover. Dilemma, congratulations on the first. Chat, if you'd like to join us on Bongo Cat, you can. If you use the !idle, you will get a direct link to where Bongo Cat is on Steam. It is a free-to-play game. What you get is one of these little guys up in the corner on my stream. You can emote, you can earn cosmetics over time, as evidenced by Evil Seedlit. Sometimes you can fire rockets. It's this entire thing. Community building. When you type at home, your little guy does this. I like it. It makes me feel happy. There is a lobby code pinned to chat right now. Tap Tap Loot is a different sort of game, but functions in the same way. Every time you type something on your home keyboard, the character moves left to right, earns loot over time, and generally just fights things. This is a 4-slot game. It's also something I enjoy. I have a little frog with a ginger cat on the head, and they're fighting with a chicken leg, and their shield is a pot and pan. I'm just here for it. If you'd like to join us there, that is a 4-slot game and is obviously limited to positions. Still, you're very welcome to join us. On that subject, have you noticed, because a couple of people pointed this out to me, I had been using a stop logo for the thing that I pinned to chat, and everybody was like, why are you putting a stop symbol there? No, you don't want people to stop. You want people to join. So instead of the stop symbol, I have started using an eggplant. Because nothing draws more attention to all of these people that have been raised by their mobile phones for their entire lives than an eggplant, because they all think it's a penis. Vulcan Ryan, again, thank you very much for the subscription. Kira, thank you very much for the contribution, chat. If you go to... By everybody, you mean Pidge, yeah. But he keeps mentioning it. He keeps mentioning it. Jura, thank you very much for the contribution, chat. If you go to your channel point menu, there is a community challenge currently running. Any channel points entered into the community challenge will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeem. DollyWhiskers with the quiet hello and the taking photos of me. I look good, chat. I look real damn good. I recorded a TikTok today. I didn't record a TikTok. I went into my clips and I found a clip. and I think this is probably the compliment that I need to give myself today. I found a clip of me getting my glasses for the first day and just being like, I went to work today, and everybody was like, oh my god, the glasses look amazing. And I posted that as a short today on YouTube and TikTok, and I've never felt prettier since I've started wearing these. Well, no, I have. I lie. I felt prettier when I started balding my head, but I think the look is complete. I need to start working on the rest of me. Maybe get like a forehead tattoo, like a really sick forehead tattoo, and then I'll be done. But for the time being, I'm into it. I am. I'm really into it. And that's a lot for me to say because I'm not somebody that compliments the way I look on a regular basis. So the fact that I can sort of say that out loud without any sense of irony is a good thing. Kara, thank you very much for the contribution. For God's sake, Kara, have a drink, eat some food, take care of yourself. I love you. Sanguine, thank you very much for the contribution. Dilemma, thank you very much for the contribution. Evil Seedlet, you're looking absolutely fantastic, and thank you very much for the contribution. Cecile, welcome in. Jura's been taking photos of me too. Jura, if that is your real name, it's not. And I know what their real name is. TLB, thank you very much for the contribution. You must never refer to Jura by their real name. Otherwise, they will get on a plane and threaten you with violence. TLB, welcome in. Thank you for hitting me with your morning star. I appreciate it. Fiddy, welcome back. I hope you're good. Shout out Nat's Dilemma. Cecile, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Nat Chicken production. This is a Nat Chicken production. Now that there's a cinematic universe, are you going to start doing post-credit scenes? I like the idea of post-credit scenes. I like the stim thing, and the stim thing kind of leans into it, where I could like have an advertisement for a hospital service that could have Cecile's name on, and actually that allows me to give a supporter a stim, as opposed to currently the people that have stims are all people that are part of our Discord VIP ticket. It's this, honestly, I've created a monster here. I've created a monster, and nothing sort of like epitomizes, like it. Oh, Dolly posted me a DM while I'm live, so I just had to double check that they were actually still living. Nothing epitomizes more how big of a thing this is. This has legs. This has legs. I will get out of this what I put into it, and I'm resisting the urge to put too much energy into it, because sooner or later, at some point, I'm just gonna burn out and never want to mention it again. So I'm sort of like trying to gently ease into it. And this is why we called it the MY-cu and not the Myannus cinematic universe from the get-go, because I like my cinematic universe, and there's a little bit of a bit where I can sort of interconnect everything. It still really tickles my brain, and I might just be mumbling, but anyway, I'm happy. That's all you need to know. I'm just sort of like, oh my god, I'm doing this thing, and everybody's like, oh, he's talking about his cinematic universe again. He's just gone crazy. Nobody cares, Chimken. But still, I care. It makes me very happy at the moment. They produce Myannus ads. They do. Dilemma, Evil Seedler. I'm reading through chat. And by everybody you mean Pigeon. Yes, he does keep mentioning the stop sign. So it's an eggplant now. It's a dick. I couldn't find the photo with it yet. You can't show the photo of me next to the cat tree for scale because can I get that up reasonably straightforwardly? I'm going to show you a picture of the cat tree that I took down this morning. The difficulty with the cat tree photo that you're talking about, Dolly, I'm in my pants. We didn't really think about it at the time. We were just really excited. We hadn't long moved in. And we were really excited to get this cat tree because it was going to be amazing for the animals, and it was so freaking big. And Dolly was like, "Oh, it's shorter than you are," and actually it ended up being taller than me, significantly taller than me. This is the cat tree that I took away from George this morning. That was the international crime that he was telling everybody about. There is a photo of me that we shared around to a bunch of people before we realized what I was doing. I was stood there in my underwear and a t-shirt having built this goddamn cat tree. But yeah, that is over 2 meters tall. It was big. This box shape that's at the... this box shape that makes up the top part of it is currently on the back seat of my car. But yeah, it's I think if you were to sell it secondhand, you would have to legally define it as well loved. It has been an absolutely fantastic purchase. It was one of the first big purchases we did when moving into this place. And Dolly, when they were still alive, got a massive amount of use out of it. So did George. But where he's an amputee now, and I've not seen him get anywhere near the top of it since he had his leg removed. He used to get straight into the box part in the middle and then sort of get out of it and then jump down to the sofa. It's just too much. So we've replaced it with something very similar looking, but we've replaced it with a white, slightly more kitten friendly one that's got like hammocks and various other things. When I build it tomorrow, I'll probably post a photo in the Discord. But yeah, cat trees, everybody. I'm a terrible cat father. I tore it down. I tore down he used it for the first time in weeks, and then all of a sudden I'm a terrible human being. Cecile, thank you very much for the contribution. Nye, welcome in, and thank you very much for the contribution. Get a snake with a skull. I am watching a lot of Avatar The Last Airbender clips. And later this year, this is spoilers, by the way, and loads of people will inevitably forget about this, so I can say it out loud now and not be held account to my claims. There is a fighting, I'm not sure if you're all familiar with the Avatar The Last Airbender universe, but they've all got magical powers, right? It's that whole wind, fire, earth, water, and then people born into this universe can, like, manipulate those elements. It's this whole thing. If you manipulate air, you're bald and you have like a blue tattoo on your forehead. There is a fighting game coming out partway through this year for the Avatar The Last Airbender. And secret, I really like Avatar The Last Airbender. I like the original cartoon. I like the follow-up cartoon. I've not consumed as much of the comics that I would have liked to, but still, I am a fan of Avatar The Last Airbender. They're doing a fighting game for it, and I'm resisting the urge. And when I say resisting, I have plans to do this. I might do a week's worth of a fighting game, and during which I will have the blue arrow painted onto my forehead. And I just really look forward to this thing because you might not know this about me, but I have very sensitive skin. I really look forward to breaking out into a rash when I put the blue paint on my forehead and having to go to work for the rest of the week with a rash-shaped arrow pointing down my face. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it will be fine. Probably won't be fine. But we'll stick to it. That's a nice cat tree. It was a nice cat tree, but it's dead now. We move on. Chat, if you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small, but in the grander scheme of things, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Other people consider running a marathon a big deal. I don't care where you are on that spectrum. If you've done something cool that you would like to share with the class, I would love to tell you how proud I am of you. I'm proud of myself today for, like I said, posting a video where I'm talking about my looks. I don't often talk about whether or not I'm pretty or not, and at the same time, when I do talk about it, there is a sense of self-deprecation, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty. So the glasses, everybody, the glasses have been a big hit. These glasses have been such a big hit. These were buy one, get one free. I have a pair of sunglasses that I got at the same time of these, but these have got polarizing lenses, which means the sun doesn't affect you as much when you're wearing these either. They sort of double up. I really have to wear the sunglasses because I've not worn the sunglasses yet. I've only been wearing these because people keep being like, oh, you're so pretty. I'm just like, Anyway, City Skylines 2! Last time. I've completely forgotten what we did last time, and I've not pre-prepared anything for this stream, so we're going to ease back into Myannus. I think the last thing we did was build a highway that bypassed the dump. And then I didn't build out anything at the opposite end of that highway, so we're just going to have to catch up and see where we're at. Because I've done other things since and I can't remember because it's been several days. Chat, I'm going to remember to do this because it's personal growth. I'm switching my game over right now. You can never rush into Myannus anyway. Yeah, it's very important to stretch beforehand. We've talked about this. I do have 2 immediate jobs though. I need to name something after Vulcan, Ryan and Cecile. So we'll do that before we do anything else. Did you put the cable in the car? I'm gonna ask your question with another question. Are you gonna be disappointed in me if I say no? I did not put the cable in the car, no. Because I'm a freaking idiot. I did not put the cable in the car, no. I need to do that. I even, in my defense, when I went out to the car today, I went for a short drive this morning. When I went out to the car today, I did have the top of that cat tree that was so awkward to freaking carry. You have no idea. So you have to let me off for this one time. You have to let me off for this one time. I will try to do better in the future, Evil Seedlit. Please! Please don't cut my food off, Evil Seedlit. Please, I'll try to do better. You get one? You get one. Chat, that's ominous. That's ominous, chat. Okay, so the last thing that we did, I think I actually did a tiny bit of this off stream. We were working on the highway. This highway went into place. Let's pause it so I don't get too out of sync with myself. There's a traffic jam outside the area that I'm able to edit, which is an interesting problem. But yeah, the highway was something that we were working around. There's highway access to the industrial area over here now. And they come off this road. And they can access the back entrance to the industrial area. There is highway access to the main residential area here. And then just before the end of stream, we'd started to mess with tunnels. And I built this tunnel which bypassed the entirety of the dump. And then came out here with the idea that I would eventually build a train station. Because I've been playing this game off stream. I built another city, the sister city called Uranus instead of MY-uh-nus, and have been messing around with traffic and highways and sort of getting people to places and other things and so on and so forth. And the population of this city is tiny by comparison to that city. I had that city running at like 800 new people coming in an hour at one point. This has never broken 200. I think we're probably going to get to a point with this. This one is a lot more spread out than what I was messing with. We're going to get to a point with this where we need to sort of undergo a massive amount of rapid expansion. I don't think we're there yet, but I'd sort of started to build, like, I think if I do the natural resources, no. Smog. I was starting to build some residences over here with the idea that the wind is blowing. As long as I don't build houses in this triangle, I can build residences over here and it not be too much of a problem for the pollution that is coming off the industrial area. And at the same time, I can then expand the industrial area up in that direction as opposed to just filling this space. And then we could have a more residential area coming down into here. Is this whole thing smog? You mean noxious vapors in my anus? Yes. Yes, I do. I also noticed that I need to fix the roads here because what I haven't done at this end of the city is make this a no parking zone. I need to... Parking is a problem in the game where I've been playing offline as well. I can't get my head around car management. I just can't get my head around how best to deal with some of these problems. And I think I need to install parking, like car parks. Actually, that's probably a good place to start today. I need to install some level of car parks, but every time I install a car park somewhere, the city becomes untenable because all of the traffic beelines to where those car parks are. And I don't know how to fix that. Because what you need to do is have a car parking system in place that still allows your city to function once that's happening. There's been a car accident there, you can see. And there is that they are waiting for what are they waiting for? They're waiting for Hearst. Where is my graveyard? I have one graveyard currently. I could put a small cemetery over here and it not be too much of a problem. Where would be weird to install a cemetery? Can I put a cemetery right next to a Do I just do a regular size cemetery? No, that's freaking huge. But if I'm going to build more residences over here, that a cemetery that size probably isn't as bad as I think it is. If I put a cemetery right next to the ocean, maybe it'll flood and some of the bodies will be washed out to sea. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put a cemetery there, which is great. That's another big cemetery. So we've got 2 major cemeteries right now. We could probably do... That probably means I'm going to put a small cemetery up next to this one. Yeah, we'll put a small cemetery there. And do I have a crematorium? What is the logo for a crematorium? Are you a crematorium? No, you are... I don't think I have a crematorium yet. Can I build a centralized crematorium? Like maybe off this road? If I was a crematorium, where would a good place for a crematorium be? Can I put a crematorium here and then deal with that problem later? That's a dirt road, though. No, we will. We'll put it there. We'll put it there, and we're instantly going to upgrade it. Okay, there is a central crematorium. We're covered now. We're covered. That is... My-uh-nus is expanding already. It's very exciting. What I need to do is... Did Vulcan Ryan exist in the world already? I don't think they did. Vulcan Ryan, come on down. You've been selected for residents of the rapidly expanding location known as My-uh-nus. Well, such a cool city. I could never. I saw you. Do you want to know what's funny? Do you want to know what's funny, Nye? Me and Nats were talking about that audio that they did for me. And 5 seconds after they finished that, they send me a DM saying, "What have you done? I see you playing City Skylines now. I see you being a... I'm a trendsetter. I'm a trendsetter." Earl Della Rosa. Okay, we have Vulcan Ryan. We have... Kate Ryan. We have... Baby Ryan. And we have dogs 1 through 50. Because it was on sale. It's fine. I just thought it... Just the little interaction I had with Nats on the subject was funny. Realistically, I should just name... This is a bit offensive to Kate, because I do know their username, so I should just put in Young Kate. But there is the Ryan family. The entire Ryan family is in My-uh-nus. The entire Ryan family is in My-uh-nus. Somebody tell him. Somebody tell Ryan that the entire Ryan family is in My-uh-nus. It's going to be really upsetting to me if they get divorced in My-uh-nus. I'm going to put that out there. Okay, so what have we done? We've built a little bit more infrastructure around medicals. I'm probably going to have to let the game play itself eventually, so we will get to that. I built my first secondary school. I did, didn't I? I've got 2 secondary schools and 3 primary schools. Eventually, we might need to bring education to My-uh-nus. It might be time to bring education to My-uh-nus. I don't think we need multiple colleges, but a sort of an education section would probably do me some good. And the university and the technical. Like, we've got room to expand today. We've got stuff that we can do, but in the meantime, I do need to build some residences because we are already seeing signs that My-uh-nus is becoming... underpopulated, so I need to fix that. What I have been trying to do is not create too many junctions on main roads because I'm getting increasingly guilty. How big is that length? How long is that road, do we think? $90 degrees. 374 seems like a really weird number. I don't think that's 374. I mean, it could be. Is that 374? And what we're going to do is go that way instead because I'm too scared to break my uniform setup. Okay, we do this. We do... that. What I can do then, or what I'm gonna do is cease there being a bottleneck. We're gonna remove there. Okay, that's two big, very big spaces. I need to remember what world we're playing on now. I'm building these. And if I've done that correctly, what I should not be doing is putting all of those houses in the middle of smog. Anything past that line, anything past this line is going to be an issue. But for the time being, we're good. Should I be concerned that that list isn't building? Maybe the people are needed elsewhere. I'm not playing the game yet. I'm like, why is nothing happening? The game is paused right now. The game is paused right now. So, build out some houses along there. If I put a road, I'll put a dirt road straight down to fill that space. What I can do is absolutely shoving people into the gaps. We will do that. We will do this. And we will... Nothing past that line. Nothing past that line. I don't want people growing a third head or anything weird. What I need to do then is make those roads that I just built unparkable. I'm gonna have to look into the parking thing, I think. I think I need to add car parks. Go, chat! Go! Okay, those are being built. I need more shops in that area now as well. This is it! You just build something and then stuff happens, and then you build more stuff and even more stuff happens. Commerce down there, commerce there. And because we're trying actively not to build anything past this line, what we will do is we're building a buffer, a commerce buffer. A commerce buffer. Everything past that line cannot be accommodation. But I don't need to put commerce on that side because that's just weird. Okay, so that's good. But what that also means is I could put industry in this section and it not be too bad because this section is already smoggy. Good. I think we're good? I think we're good. Nothing's breaking, but apparently that wasn't enough commerce. High density commerce. I built commerce and then the industry line goes down. And now they want more commerce from me? Oh, God. Oh, dear God. More commerce up here. High density commerce for chat. High density commerce. High density commerce here, too. I don't particularly understand high density commerce in this game. I think they wanted industry because they wanted industrial jobs, and when I gave them commerce jobs by building this, that wasn't necessarily the solution that I needed. But still, they want more accommodation, and I am a merciful Chim. I am happy to accommodate. We will do more there, more there. Getting too far that way if I go too far that way. We're getting too far that way, chat. If we go too far that way, very wise words from your glorious leader, RightBigChimken. Okay. For a second then, low density housing was fine. How are we doing for population? Suddenly, all of a sudden, our population is increasing by 800 an hour. I joked when I said I wanted this. I was joking when I said I wanted this. I'm going to get straight on and build some industrial, because the game can't really make up its mind. I'm going to do one more row of commerce, because apparently that is what people want right now. We are going to do more commerce here. No, not up there. Sorry, not up there. Sorry, calm down. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Do this. Do that. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of build a natural buffer between the... I have my reasons. Whether or not they're good reasons, I've yet to decide, but I have my reasons. Roads. 2-lane roads. How can I do that without breaking everything? Okay, I can do this. I can rezone that as commerce, because... Just cause. There's another traffic accident happening over there. Every time I turn my head round, the freaking traffic accident... I can speak. It's a lie, I can't speak. Pop. I'm never quite sure why it doesn't allow you to build out at the top. Okay, pause the game a sec. Pause the game. Because look, these people are desperate for parking spaces. You give them 5 seconds and they're just in there parking their frickin' cars. It doesn't help that I've made a city with absolutely no ability to park on the streets, but we don't talk about that. This is a them problem and not a me problem. What I was trying to do was lay out this road in a... Trying to be needlessly accurate. I'm getting... I might be getting a little bit bogged down with the... All cards on the table, chat. I might be losing my mind. I might be losing my mind. That. Do a cul-de-sac there. And... Okay. And put a cul-de-sac there too. So we have turning zones. We have turning zones. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our zoning tool out. It's going to be super duper exciting. What we're going to do is we're going to zone for industry everything above that line. Everything above that line. Everything above that line. Paint the line. That line? Yes, that line. This line. No, I can do that now. Good. Okay. Then industry can also go there and there. I think that will be fine. I almost need to block out like a shopping area. Right, I'm going. Because high density business. All of these. Are you all high density businesses here? High density business me, chat. High density business me. This corner of the city, we have high density businesses. Eventually, we should probably have offices, but for the time being, the high density business corner, because we're rapidly expanding residential down here, so should be fine. What I can't do now is build residences into that corner. You're high density already, aren't you? Oh, God! Speed up. I'm probably thinking about it a little bit too hard because, again, the population is record-breaking in comparison to where it's been previously. And it's now they're going to want us to add high density housing. Thinking is good. Thinking is good, but you know what I like to do, Night? You know what I like to do? I like to run into a place where there's... I like to put no thought into something. Like, immediately, look at all this traffic! If there are any City Skylines players in the house, how do I fix these traffic issues? Because they are driving me insane! People in their they just desperately want parking spaces. Constantly. Aggressive parking. Make better roads. My roads are fine! How fucking dare you? You know what? My roads are fine. My roads just don't allow for parking. And every time I make something... If I allow them to park, they ruin it. She is the sky. She is the sky. She sees all. She does. You see this guy? Sorry. It was aggressive. If you have traffic issues, they need different ways to get from A to B. Like buses. Is that what you're saying? Or different highway accesses? I could allow everybody to park everywhere. At the moment, I've done it selectively. I kind of went... I suppose once I get to a point where I've reached critical mass and don't want to expand the city any further anytime soon, I could just then start working on areas where people are allowed to park. Like, people should be able to park around residences. There is no reason that people shouldn't be able to park here. Have I just taught myself here? Okay, but first, there's more. You also get... I think there's underground buildings. I can build an arena. It's very exciting. Was I going to build an arena up here? I think that was the thing that I was going to do. No, we don't need an arena just yet. I'm getting bogged down with all of the things. And suddenly, it's nighttime. And suddenly, we immediately need more residential space. There is underground parking? There is. There is. You get these... you get underground parking, which I haven't unlocked yet. That's probably something I will do now. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to do a hard save. And... parking. We're doing a Myannus hard save safety net parking. This is me doing a hard save, so if I ball something up, I can return to there. I could put in some underground parking areas. How much do they cost? Are they excessive? 200,000 is fine. If you get an underground parking, you can get an underground parking. Everybody gets an underground. You get an underground parking, and you get an underground parking. Marek, thank you for completing the community challenge. That'll be refresh for the next time I stream. Okay, so I can build underground parking now. And I can have multiple of these. So if I put one... I almost need... I'm sort of aiming for 4. I'm aiming for... Well, no. It's probably 2 in this zone, 1 in this zone, and 1 in... 2 in the middle. 1, 1, 1. Put 1 there. Put 1 there. Two there. One on the island. And 1 up there. What I can do after that point is... Underground bicycle parking hall. Small bicycle storage. Large bicycle shelter. Is there such a... Do people really have underground bicycle storage? Is that a thing that exists in reality? That's interesting. I've never considered that as a problem. Bicycle parking. What a time to be alive. Did I build a bus station? That's going to be my next question. I must have a bus station. Netherlands, Belgium, Japan. Sounds like a song. Sounds like you're about to break into song. Am I looking at a bus station? I don't think I'm looking at a bus station. I definitely don't have any bus stops, so I probably don't have a bus station either. Okay, so we can fix the bus depot thing. Underground parking. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's fine. It's just it sounded like you could have broken out into song. How's my shitter? It's going fine. Your shitter is functional and not backed up in the slightest. Congratulations, you are probably the best functioning aspect of my city. Okay, so we've got a main bus depot in the center of town, and what that does mean, I can start deploying bus shelters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't start the fire. No. Animaniacs. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's like something and something and something and something and something and something Peru. Something and something and something and something and da 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 da. There's anybody getting that? Is that just me? Am I imagining that was a thing? I'm pretty sure I'm not imagining that was a thing. I'm pretty sure that's real. Song where he names all the countries. Yeah. I don't think that's imaginary. I think that's right. While I'm here and spamming things everywhere, I'm gonna put some more taxi ranks in. Nobody can ever say that I don't just spam pickup points for... I just spam pickup points everywhere I go. Communication. What are we doing with the mail? The mail. I'm sure there are more optimal ways to deploy these systems, but... Sniffer, how's it going, Nats? Nats, if you do !welcome, you will hear a brand new message, which honestly, it's one of the best things about my channel right now. Spoilers.
The My-uh-nus is a multi-game spanning franchise in which the proprietor of My-uh-nus, first established in Cities Skylines 2 circa 2026, takes the reins of various retailers, services, and organizations. This universe is bound by nothing, not the span of time, and certainly not the depths of depravity. We're flogging this joke till it's dead.
The medical practice is on fire! Somebody call the fire department. Let me just check something. Okay, no. That area does have a fire department. We're fine. We're fine. I was about to feel guilty about something. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Fine. 0 out of 10. I just love that little bit for the elevator music. It's nothing to do with your voice. Holy shit, My-uh-nus is huge. Yeah, My-uh-nus is huge. Look at the size of it. That is the floor plan of My-uh-nus. It also, I'm really happy with the way that it's sort of spanning out. What the fuck is going on here? See? This is the goddamn parking, isn't it? I look away for a couple of seconds and this happens. Ah! My-uh-nus is congested. I don't understand why this happens. The game's just suddenly like, you know what you need? Traffic jams. Like, why is this happening?
Cecile_Valdelius has gifted a tier 1 subscription to MY-uh-nus.
Cecile, I know I'm building the hospital as fast as I can. Cecile's just like, build that goddamn hospital, you filthy chicken man. I'm trying, Cecile, I promise I'm trying. Please, Cecile, please don't take my food away from me. I need it to live. Bandwidth too many lights. Need to stop and... So the speed drops. Yeah, so it's the junctions. It's the junctions. I could install a roundabout. Bitches love roundabouts.
Oh, suck it, Chimken.
That's a bit rude. I show you nothing but love. This is how you repay me? Okay, well... she's gone, we can be bad. How do you want to be bad? Wait, is that the lurk sound?
Oh, suck it, Chimken.
It is the lurk sound. Thank you very much for the hype train. I will...
Oh, suck it, Chimken.
I will turn it off if you spam. I will turn it off if you spam it. Do the unlurk. No, Nats, do unlurk just as a treat. Just as a little treat. Do unlurk as a treat.
Oh, suck it, Chimken.
My, you're a tall one.
It's true, I am. Every time I install any amount of parking somewhere, this is what
suck
happens.
it, Chimken.
Okay, just go! Just leave! Leave me. Leave me be. You know who isn't tall? Nats. I wasn't meant to say that. I need to figure out... I have a lot of things to figure out. I have a lot of things to figure out, and now I need high power population. Okay, rather than building more high power, let's do a couple of high capacity roads over here. Residential suitability. Now, as it turns out, that is not suitable for residential. That. Neither is most of that road either. Okay, good. Well, that's fine. We can fix that. Get that bigger. Get that bigger. Doing that thing to the roads again. So that road is cockeyed for some reason. Why is that road? I just built that. Why is it? Okay, that's better. That's better. I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. I need to get Sky on for like the period of an entire stream where they're like, okay, Chimken, this is how you do proper road management in this goddamn game. Because holy shit, I get confused. And then I panic, and then I get more confused. Okay, they're gonna want offices now. I can build high. I can build high-rise offices. The high-rise offices are going in right there. The bigger buildings are creeping back up again. Residency is high again. High residency. We're pulled at the healthcare. I need to build like a good central hospital, I think. And this is the one that we're going to name after Cecile. Yeah, there it is. If I was a large hospital, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. This is my song, yeah. One's for you. You could tell anybody this is your song. It might be quite simple, but now that it's done. I hope you don't mind, chat. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. How wonderful stream is. Now you're in the world. Pop that there. Pop you there. Go there. This is the Cecile Hospital. I can give it a helipad. I can give it a specialized treatment ward. I can give it a trauma center. This is the one that we are naming after Cecile. Let me get the correct spelling of Cecile's name, because I can never spell their last name correctly. Cecile Memorial Hospital. That makes it sound like they're dead. Cecile. Cecile's Hospital Assi. There you go. There you go. Cecile Vadilis' Hospital Assi. I promise that there's yeah. There's a story there. How do I fix this? Is a problem. This road here is a problem. Can you name a restaurant Pokemon food for you, Cecile? Anything. I will find a restaurant and I will name it Pokemon food. I think that one of all of the roads on this road, I'm gonna get rid of that connection point. Get rid of that connection point. I'm looking at how to improve the quality of this, like, central street. And this is far too many connections. It's far too many connections. Like, there's another thing there. They go that way. They hit this road. They hit this. Should that be a large roundabout? I do love a large roundabout. I need to resist the urge to just spam large roundabouts everywhere I freaking go. Roads need to create a system of hierarchy from big roads, no stop, high speeds, to local, tight, and slow roads, even single one direction lane. They need to create a structure akin to veins on a leaf. That way to get some specific areas, local tier roads, arterial roads. Yeah, at the moment I've got like main arteries in terms of we've got highway into main artery, and the main artery runs down the middle, and then I sort of spanned out. So there is, I did sort of like look at that as a logic. So you've got like a main road that goes down the middle and runs through the entire city to the opposite side, and then you've got split offs. So it's not that I haven't done that, because I'm gonna make the leaf analogy. That's because a lot of my residences are that my areas are this shape. You didn't. There's a main road down the middle. Pop. I need. More water, apparently. That's fine. They all connect loosey-goosey? Well, yes, but when you say connect loosey-goosey, there's a main road down the middle. They all split off. The bit where they connect loosey-goosey is the split-offs, which I fully admit I need to fix. Just look at this. Look at this. What's that about? Sane. Willy-nilly. Stop. Why is everybody using the term willy-nilly today? You're the second person to use willy-nilly. Ugh. For the time being, I don't think the traffic is going to end my life. It is incredibly noisy. We knew this. We did parking. I need to retrofit roads. Yes, I see the picture, but they all connect. There is no good organization. It's a hierarchy, so they all go in end to any they want with disregard whether... All William-nillium? Yes. All William-nillium. With disregard whether that connection spots whatever traffic that amasses. Yeah, but you say that. This is a main road. All of these cars are turning left down that central point. I disagree with you to some degree, if only because the traffic jams are happening on what are larger roads. The traffic jams aren't happening on the smaller roads, they're happening on the larger roads. Could bang my head against the wall for hours trying to sort that. We're not going to prioritize that too hard just yet. There's another traffic jam over here. And inevitably, that's because of that frickin' parking zone. Interesting. So parking is a problem. There is one dude that just constantly complains about the health quality. There are so many goddamn hospitals in this place. Where's the stored service resources? Okay. The hospital is doing its job. Cecile Valdez. The hospital RC is doing its job. Have I ever told you something wrong? Yes, all the time. 100% of the time. Constantly. I'm thinking. We're earning money. How much money are we earning? We're earning 24k an hour. The residency is still increasing rapidly. Eventually that will hit critical mass and then just stop. Have I ever led you astray? Yeah, all the time. What I could do, right? What I could do to alleviate the problems, because, as you say, they are all William-nillium. If I... Have I ever lent you an ashtray? Yes. Remember that time, Nah, you got me really big into smoking? Terrible, terrible time. Save that. Okay, so what I can do to feed into the arterial conversation. This is all interconnected and they can come back in the opposite direction. So what I can do is make the central road one way. Why is that not allowing me to get... Why is that school not allowing me to put that one way? Why is that school in the way? I don't understand. Huh? Okay, take this entire school. Shove it over there for a second. Make that a big one. What's going to happen now is that school's not going to go back into that position. Watch this. Watch this, chat. Watch this. Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore because I put that fucking thing there. Okay, what we'll do then is get rid of this road. No, do not demolish the goddamn school. There are students in it. You can't demolish the school. I now need to move the soccer pitch. Move the soccer pitch. It's not the best way to move schools around, but still. Okay. Get rid of that weird offshoot. Okay, football pitch is staying over there for a second. Okay, that's the best place I'm gonna get that school. Okay, football pitch is in. What we'll do with that space around it is almost. Did that fix any of that problem on the entryway? No, they're all just flowing in one direction, which is fine. This one has been a problem the entire time. And now they're all bottlenecking there too. It's fine until there's a fire or somebody dies. Then we're going to run into issues. When I say fine, it's probably not fine. I could double... This is like central town. I didn't want to do 6. Okay, so remove that junction there. Junction removed. Remove that junction there. Junction removed. Okay. Move that junction there. Why is this building suddenly without... Oh, it's the firehouse. That I probably need to fix. Okay. Firehouse is plugged back into the mains. Remove this junction there. Okay, that's slightly fewer junctions onto that main run. I don't like that people are using that side road as a bypass system. People are going down that dirt road and then trying to come back onto that roundabout, which is not what that road was for. Life finds a way. Not until I delete it, it doesn't. Get rid of that turning. Plug that back in. Kind of, it's irritating me that for some reason that entire hookup is broken because of that school. I don't quite understand how that's a thing. Okay, we're moving the school again, chat. We're picking up the school. I'm gonna pause it this time. Morning, Kirst. How's it hanging? We're playing with My-uh-nus tonight. We're playing with My-uh-nus on stream again, Kirst. We just can't stop ourselves. I don't know what this voice is, and I can't stop that either. Urgh. How's it going? Hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you very much for the sub. To be in My-uh-nus for our anniversary is joy.
Hooray. Kirst_pineapple has been nesting with us for 19 months.
19
months. To be in My-uh-nus for an anniversary is a joy.
19 months! Can you believe it? 19 months of knowing each other. 'Twas a drizzly Tuesday when I was first introduced to the cursed pineapple. And now, my mod, my friend, my ally. Can you believe it? Can you? I'm hardcore thinking. 1 second. My brain. Okay, good. 6:21 a.m. on a Monday. Oh, it's a bank holiday here. I don't have to work today. Ha 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 ha. I need to name something after you in the I need to name something after you in the place. You are on the list already, right? You are on the list? Yeah, you're on the list. Okay, so this is the Cursed Pineapple Memorial. I just want to name everything Memorial. Roundabout. This is the Cursed Pineapple Memorial Roundabout, chat, because Cursed is dead tired. Anyway. It's true. They are. Oh, for the love of fucking God, this goddamn school is pissing me off. Every time I move this school, I have to pick up everything around it. What is this? The question you have to ask yourself is, how in the time of me... I did that previous work on this little area. How is it possible... How possible? How is possible? How? How is possible though? I'm beginning to think I secretly hate this football stadium. Aha! Okay. What that does mean is I can remove another junction from this road. I'll take that away. Did you just call me a fucking minger? I ain't a minger, you're a minger. That's just rude and very British of you. How dare you? That is possibly the most 90s British coded thing. Eventually we're gonna have to deal with that interior problem, but for the time being... Why are we traffic jam now? Get rid of that arterial road. Get rid of there. I want that dirt road to exist, so because there's the frickin' chicken could be frickin'. Get rid of that. And then we've got one road into that roundabout, and then this is very quickly becoming isolated, which is fine. This side is slightly better than the other side was. I could get rid of there's like one output road on either side. The difference with this side is this road doesn't feed into a roundabout. It feeds into this main road here, which is fine, I think. One of these roads needs to exist. One of them needs to exist. For that. Get rid of that. Hi, Laser. How's it going? We're doing a little bit of creative editing. When I say creative, I'm demolishing sections of the city without putting much thought into it, hoping that I don't ruin the entire setup. Turn you into a cul-de-sac. Give you bike parking. Okay. I am thinking creatively. I am a week in which is improving Myannus. Can't complain. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, and when you don't have to go to work, that's always a pleasant experience. At least in my experience, anyway. Maybe you like work, I don't know. If you like work, I'm really happy for you, because Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, this is... I've removed an entire goddamn...
Oh my god! He's bald! He's bald and he's torturing people who have hair!
Thank you very much for the follows. You can see my follows are anonymous. If you'd like to make yourself known in chat, please do so. Otherwise, know that lurking is massively appreciated. Beginning to think this road needs to be one way, because the amount of cars coming back in this direction is not small. Like that entire road coming up the middle. What do we get? We got Demi. We got Demi, chat. We got Demi. Like... clearing, or is this all backup? The freaking highway is backed up for freaking miles. People are starting to die and not get picked up. We'll get to you eventually, waiting for a hearse. Population is fine. We've actually doubled the amount of manufacture. Traffic is still only -1. Lack of entertainment. If there weren't so many goddamn people walking so many goddamn places in this goddamn forsaken fucking city. Look at all of these people. I need to fix this because I don't think people should be... Where are all these people going? There's nowhere to go in this town. Just getting angry with digital people. If I chop that road off there, This entire segment isn't that busy, but what that does is take all of this traffic that's currently... Are they bypassing, do we think? Okay, what we'll do... Get rid of that. I'm probably going to regret that decision. I'm probably going to regret that decision. Because that basically means all traffic in this zone is now segmented here, which... Ooh, lag. What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave. And I'm going to... put in a medium roundabout. Uh-huh. Huh? Oh, was that a right decision to do? Love me a roundabout, chat. Love me a frickin' roundabout. I mean, that does seem to have eased shit up a tiny bit. That does seem to have eased stuff up a tiny bit. This road here... suddenly problematic. But that road is... Yeah, all of these places are now feeding in. I need... What do I need? Oh, God! For the love of God! 1, 2, 5.
Lizard.
Damn, I just discovered a beardy lizard in TPM and it's you. That's a bit rude. Oh, it's not that rude. You've been ruder to me. I'll be honest. They've been ruder to me, chat. Don't jump to my defense. Nobody in chat jump to my defense. It's fine. Okay, there was a reason that I did that, and now that I've done it, I don't know if it was the right reason. No, it was the right reason. What I can do there, if I get rid of that road... Get rid of that road there. And... cul-de-sac that one. Okay. Okay. Make that a big roundabout. Okay, what I've done is move all of this traffic that was blocking up this road and turned it right. I sent you a photo. Good thing you're pretty. It's a good thing you're pretty, DollyWhiskers. He's such a dick. And yes, I did just snort. What of it? If I remove... There are a lot of junctions there. Why does New York exist? Like, how does New York exist? New York has got to be like junction after junction after junction. How is it not just a constant traffic jam? I don't understand, chat. I don't understand. I kind of hope that that would alleviate some, because there's no junction there now, so they're all spilling out of that road onto that roundabout. We're gonna load then for a second. Melbourne City is just like a grid, no traffic jams there. Well, what you're trying to say is, I'm just shit. Just say that you're just say it, Curse. Right, Big Chimken, you are a big pile of poo when it comes to city management. When it comes to city management, chat, Right, Big Chimken is a big old bucket of arse. That's what Curse is trying to say. And that's fair. That's a fair assessment. But you could have been a bit nicer about it. Okay, so we've fixed some of the traffic issues, not all of them, some. Have I made it worse? I've not made... Actually, all of the changes that I've made have somehow made traffic worse. Which I don't quite understand. How has it made traffic worse? I've made... Oh, dear God! I could... remove that. Okay, chat. Okay, you and me together, chat. We're absolutely destroying MY-uh-nus right now. But that's okay. Sometimes you need to break... Sometime we can rebuild MY-uh-nus. We can. We have the technology. Oh. Okay, so my logic is that now gives both segments of the city have a through road that goes all the way to the big roundabout on the opposite end. So I could, in theory, make those go in one direction and push all traffic up these main roads to those roundabouts at the opposite end, and they can come down. I think that's right. I think that's right. So if I want to push all traffic to the opposite end of the sea, make everybody turn around the opposite direction, and all traffic on that side all in the opposite direction. And somehow we went from not having a goddamn traffic jam here to suddenly having another traffic jam. Why is that road disconnected? Like, that's two roads on top of each other. Why has that happened? How has that happened? I don't understand that at all. Okay. Okay. I think I noticed that before something horrendously bad happened. Why isn't that connecting? because the arrows are wrong? Yes, it was. It was because the arrows were wrong. Yes, it was because the arrows are wrong. Okay, so do that. And actually, that might alleviate the traffic immediately then, because I built those roads and they were in completely the wrong direction. So, functionally speaking, the people that were driving on them couldn't go in the direction that they were meant to. Which is okay. And that. So, people come up that main road, they take a left or a right. They head off in either direction, which also means that that road is wrong there too. Where will you be when RightBigChimken loses his frickin' mind? You'll forever remember this day as the day that I absolutely lost my shit. The coop. Okay, are there any other roads that are broken that didn't seem like they should be broken? Yeah, there too. Why did that happen? I don't quite understand. Losing your shit in Myannus must be an experience. Yes. Get rid of that. We are actively losing population right now. I have spotted that. It's fine. Fix it in a second. Population are we losing? Only 300. We've got room to lose a little bit of population while we're fixing the road systems. That one. Okay. There's still a traffic jam somehow. How do you make I think the change that I made was the right decision. What it does is file people through to the opposite sides of the city. There are offshoots of that, and then they have to go all the way around, which is fine. I think what we've done is fine. I hope. Oh. The light changed. Do a save. What does the zoning look like now that I've spent all this time absolutely wrecking the place? Tell you what, patch the hole. Let's just shove a bunch of frickin' minor residences in real fast. We'll fix that after the fact. Zoom out for Ricky. There we go. Why do you ask? Why am I zooming out? That like pour one out for Ricky? How have I almost been streaming this game for 2 hours straight? All I've done is like whittle the roads around. Goodness gracious me! I'm also out of caffeine, you'll be happy to hear. Okay, so is the traffic finally clearing a little bit? This is a problem, and I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. They didn't teach us this in mayor school. We need to get back to some zoning. That's what your mum said about you. Fucking hell. All right. The hell did I do to you? Cursed, have a coffee. You're a bitch when you've not taken. You're a bitch when you've not had your coffee. This is true. It's a good thing I like you, Cursed. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I like you, Cursed. I've fired people out of the cannon for less. Okay, so. Yes, chat, I do have a cannon. He's called Dave. Dave the Cannon. Okay. Your business cannot get enough business. It's time to unbusiness your business. Am I right? Probably. Hi, unbusiness your business, chat. It's good for you. Oh, I've not been looking over here for a while. Can they quite literally not get to work? Can they quite literally not get to work? You have an access point. All of that industry is failing, but I'm still making a shit ton of money. But that would also explain why my income has gone down. People. Get to work mentioned. I'm never going back to that game again. It's dead to me. Game's hard, Kara. Game's hard. Workplace availability. I need to bring in some new blood, probably. I've probably been tinkering long enough that I've like aged out the population. See, this zone is a little bit more sensible because everything's like only interconnected in certain points, so I can fix this reasonably quick. I can do that and stretch out that road a teeny bit further. Chuck a crazy cul-de-sac on it. Put a mad donk on it, Kara. Put a mad donk on it. This. Fine. I'm going to do the same to that road there. And even with parking facilities, these goddamn bastards are still immediately coming to these roads that I'm building and parking on them. Ah, this is like the Chimken gets the city back in order stream.
Please, no.
Hi, Rachel.
Please don't. No. Help.
How goes it, Rachel? Hope you're good. Okay, the population issue is slowly fixing. It goes. I'm glad. How are you? I'm okay. I am getting stressed out by frickin' road designs in this game today, which is fine, I guess. It's fine, I guess. I've never played this game. It is very good. It's very good. Oh, holy shit. It's actually perfect. Did I do that? I did that by accident. Did that by eye. Yeah, that one's slightly less perfect. Doing it again, they're parking on my roads. I give you parking facilities and this is what you do to me, you sons of bitches. Sons of fucking bitches. Get in your house, you filthy whore. Okay. This. You build it, they will come. I probably like the game because it's build a management type. I tend to enjoy those. I'm having a really nice time with it, honestly. I'm getting a bit bogged down with the... It's one of those... I'm getting used to the design aspect of it. I'm getting a little bit bogged down in like the road management because I'm struggling with... I'm not sure I'm visualizing it correctly or if I'm necessarily building the city as I should be when I start out. Traffic does appear to be easing now that I've said that out loud. Should I just turn this road that goes the entire length of the map into a highway and just have multiple offshoots of it? I don't think that's the right thing to do, but some of these businesses are just so weirdly placed. Good night, y'all. Good night, nice. Sorry, I missed that. Chat, I just need to do something because I had a follow and I have a rule. But the follow didn't announce themselves in chat, so I'm just going to name something after them in chat, but I'm not going to tell you what their name was because I didn't receive consent. But person, if you followed me and you would like your... Basically, I name something after you in the game. And then I follow that person, and then that's it. We will never draw attention to that again. Welcome. Thank you for the follow again. Sorry it took me so long to realize that I hadn't done that. But yeah, if you're enjoying my content this evening, I would appreciate the follow. I am pushing for that 1,000 real goddamn hard. You are a big roundabout. Hey chat, you're a big fucking roundabout. No, but what I could do, what I haven't really thought about is that this is a 6-lane road, this is a 4-lane, so... it is probably time that this road that it runs the entire length of the map becomes 6-lane, because this is 6-lane. I'm not saying it's going to fix all my problems, but there is a reason to do it. Thank you for the button press. Thank you for the button press. I've been thinking about channel point redeems recently. Some of the ones that I have, and this isn't a complaint, some of them are becoming less used, and I'm feeling like I need to innovate in some way. That didn't jump. That didn't make me jump at all. Shut up. You know what? You can suck my dick. You can fuck all the way off. You can. Since when did you limit compliments to 1 per person per stream? Oh, that's been the case forever. It's been like that since day 1. Compliments have always been limited that way, DollyWhiskers, if that is your real name. I'm pretty sure it's not their real name, chat. Sky has redeemed it multiple times, as has Jura. I don't know what you're talking about. Personally, I think you're drunk. Are you drunk right now? Are you a little sleepo beepo? We need a peeing boy statue in Myannus. That is a hell of a fucking sentence that you just said. Okay, I'll stop it from being 1 per stream. Oh my god. I'll stop it from being 1 per stream. I'll do it. A frickin' fried chicken could be frickin'. A new poodle could be noodle. And now they're kissing again. Apparently I've limited compliments to 1 per stream, chat. I thought it had always been that way, but apparently not. As a treat, chat, I will up it to 3. Dolly literally kissing you. I'm kissing you. You guy. Oh, I missed that bit. I missed that. I didn't realize it was me. That I'm pre-coded to assume that my wife is kissing someone else. Not sure what that says about our relationship. Okay, well, that has alleviated some of the traffic. We need to think about that entry point. There is a double lane that goes the length of the city, which I could... Is there anywhere that this is going to cause a problem? No, there isn't. I can upgrade that side as well. I don't want to knock it down. I almost made a very big mistake. Ads coming up in 1 minute, chat. Yeah, like I said, we're pushing for 1,000. If you are not following the channel and you have enjoyed my nattering while building this city that is spontaneously combusting every once in a while. I'd appreciate you joining the community. We are a bunch of friendly individuals, and we have a freshly launched cinematic universe about Myannus. I've somehow made traffic worse. All of these changes that I've made tonight, you think it would have been better, but no. I think this. How do I fix this? Ow. Hi, Vadim. How do I fix that? I have no idea how to even tackle that, because with this, I can just sort of like increase the size of the roads to a certain degree, and I'm not saying get away with it, but there's a certain amount of alleviation. Like, I'm pretty sure that bridge needs to be bigger. No, maybe not. Car accident. This entry point is, I think, the biggest... This entry point is now the biggest issue. There's a sound complaint on the end of there. Vadim, our city is in ruins. I'm mitigating it as best as I possibly can, but people are pissing and moaning in this game today. Hang on, did I not take that? I just expanded that road. Where did it stop? Okay, I didn't take it past that point, but that's fine. Okay, so a little bit of creative editing. One goes there. That roundabout stays because that is a sealed unit. Okay, and then there's entry point, entry point. I believe in your capabilities. The difficulty is I have no contemplation of how to deal with that entry, with the highway access, because they're joining that roundabout and they're spreading out. But a lot of people are going to this, so maybe this needs to be a bigger roundabout. Maybe. I don't know why I'm staring at it like it's going to jump out at me and the solution's going to be desperately obvious. We're still increasing in money. We're still increasing in population, so I'm not too bothered by that for a second. How do I fix this? How? I could take a bigger lane from the highway in, but I don't think... Straight up knocking roads down at this point. Yeah, that's fine. Cul-de-sac it. Turn it into a road like that. There too. Remember when I said that this was gonna... I could remove that. Then they all come through there, and I could put a roundabout there. Oh! I don't know if this is correct. I don't. But I'm vibing. I'm vibing real hard. Okay, so that's good. So there's one entry point there, which means that one could turn into a medium-sized roundabout. It can't because that building... What is this building? It is underground parking. Love me a fucking roundabout, I do. Chim, I bought myself Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, mostly because I wanted to treat myself to something good. Also nostalgia, but the game is nice. Heroes of Might and Magic was always a game that I was aware of growing up as a kid, but I never played. I know nothing about it. Tell me about it. Why do you like it? It's, it was always one of those games, like I saw it on a shelf. Like, I would go to a store, and I would see it on a shelf, and it was never something I picked up, and I never went, oh, maybe I should try this. Why is this turning a problem? Are they all going on the bridge? I mean, it's not like I can fix that. Part of me wants to make this... If I got rid of that junction, I could make this a tunnel and attach it to this entire network over there. Do I have the technical capabilities to do that? I'm not sure I do. Turn-based reminds tabletop stuff. The third home is a classic iteration of it. Like... I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. I probably can't. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, though. I don't like this junction. This junction upsets me. And I feel like I should be able to fix it. It's definitely an issue, isn't it? Ow. Like, that is now gridlock. Which is kind of irritating because the cars don't actually seem to be going that fast. Are we still increasing on the hour? We are still increasing on the hour. We're still up to 62k. Lack of entertainment, unreliable mail service, high noise pollution. Okay, that's... You know, they could be happier, but it's not the end of the world. This is... I don't know how to fix it! Okay. No, this might be a mistake. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to take advantage of this roundabout. He's beginning to believe. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I, one humble Chimothy-Chimken, do that, that will make everybody from that wants to go to this side of the city turn right. Which means I can do this. It's terrifying if you look at it, but still. And has absolutely destroyed my population increase. One humble Chimothy-Chimken. high density. No, not high density. Medium density. Like that. That fix it marginally. Okay, so the people that were turning right are no longer turning right on that road, which should speed up things on this roundabout here to a certain degree. The reason that I did this was that right turn. Why are they now... Why is this turning so goddamn slow? I can get rid of that roundabout. Because it's now... Holy shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. I did it! Oh my god, how long was that I've been tinkering with these sodding roads? There are no traffic jams! Or am I on the wrong thing? Are you going to tell me I'm on the wrong thing? No. This is no longer backed up. Everybody that's going to this side of the city goes to that roundabout there. Everybody that wants to go to the central line of the city or bypass and go to the hospital can go that way. Anybody that wants to go to the industrial unit goes left. You tinker with the roads in My-uh-nus so well that there's no longer any jams? Yes. There's now a jam on this dirt road. Where the fuck are they coming from? Why is there a jam on a dirt road? Where are these people bypassing? Uh-huh. You know what? We're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that. I've spent all this goddamn time trying to fix this shit. I refuse. Yeah, you better run. Yeah, run, you tiny digital people. I'm not having you blocking that goddamn road that I just fixed because you're trying to bypass shit via a dirt road. Yay. What about apricot? We all know Chim doesn't like jam. I don't like jam. It is true. It is a famous story about RightBigChimken. I do not like the jam. And it doesn't matter if it's apricot, and it is funny to me that you think that that would make a difference. Hello.
Flap flap. Crazy cosmic bunny just raided.
Boss, how's it going? Nice to see you, nice to see you. Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer, and today we are playing with a city fondly known as My-uh-nus. So if you're going to exist in chat for more than 5 seconds, I need you to be aware that when people are talking about My-uh-nus, they are not actually talking about my butthole. They are talking about the city in which I am doing all of this shit. You're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator? I am... Which one were you playing? Are you playing the most recent? How is it? How was it? Did you fly anywhere exciting? But Raiders, if you need to raid and run, please do so. I will be playing City Skylines for the rest of the night. We've been tinkering with roads. I'm having a massive amount of problems with road infrastructure. It's very exciting content you get on this channel. I'm going to pause my game for 5 seconds. Sorry, the music for 5 seconds, and I'm going to play you a raid trailer. If you see anything you like, feel free to stick around. If this puts you off forever, that's perfectly good too. I'm going to continue to tinker with roads in the background, so if you hear anything scary... No, you didn't. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. Welcome to the Bop. I hope everybody's ready to watch Chimken get fisted. Welcome to the Bop. Oh, no. I'm here to kick ass. Can I interest anybody in a stinky secret? Daddy? Yes? Is there something the matter? That shouldn't be that funny. Look at that peen! Oh! It's nicer if you suck on it and it lasts a while. So take your top off. My bunghole is very tidy, I'll have you know. Chim, stop edging chat. I don't understand! I never said such a thing. If you're gonna eat anything, on my recommendation, you have your own ass on hand always. You should never go hungry again. You heard me. I'm aroused just from the conversation about the pink living jellyfish. That's a very interesting thing to say on the internet. He's gonna fist me and not in a pleasurable way. This butt plug chicken. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm mildly concerned. Look how thick he is. Really, really sturdy. I'm gonna poop on you. It's pretty bad. And I have a juicy fat ass. What's the worst that could happen? And this is where I will be for the rest of the night. Oh, come on! Punch them into submission. No other place can I talk so openly about pissing myself. I'd prefer if you didn't make me pee myself. Whoops! I just need to go change my underwear. I really want to have sex on stream. Would anybody like to join me in the cum bath? Remember my mysterious hole. Didn't do it last time, not doing it this time either. Ha 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 ha! Please don't let that be a wife. I would like to make some sweet music with him. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know what's really good, guys? Stabbing zombies up the bum. Now I've ruined it. I am going to die. Ah, ha, ha. The government, we have bulk codes. That's it. That's all I've got. It was the old flight sim. What were we doing? I went through a bit of a stint where I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on stream. At the time, we were playing on a Minecraft server with somebody from Australia, and there was this running gag that Australia didn't exist. It was fictional. Obviously, Curse, we know it isn't fictional before you get up on your high horse. But there was this running gag that Australia was fictional. So what we did was we set the challenge to fly to Australia in Microsoft Flight Simulator from the UK to double check whether or not it was actually there. And very sadly to report, we never made that trip. I think I got as far as Italy. And then it turned out that I just had to sit and stare at the freaking flight simulator for hours at a time on stream. It was quite hard to. It was a quite hard game to. It was a quite hard game to keep entertaining. But glad you had a nice time and welcome in. Like I said, if you need a random run, really nice to see you. Hope you have a brilliant rest of your day. And yeah. I am going to draw a dirt road as far as Italy. I mean, Italy is pretty flat. Do you know how long it takes to fly to goddamn Italy from the UK? It's not a 5-second jaunt. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It's not a 5-second trip. The difficulty was, I think there was one stream where I think I flew solidly for about 2 hours in that game, and I crashed as I landed and was like, I can't. Surely it's only 2 hours. Yeah, but on stream, you have to think. I'm like, oh, I'm flying a plane for 2 hours on stream. Here I am flying a plane for 2 hours on stream. I'm still flying a plane. Still flying a plane for 2 hours on stream. When will it goddamn end? I just want it to end. You get the idea? Might be being a bit dramatic. I have a tendency. It's not impossible that I'm being a tiny bit dramatic. RightBigChimken can be dramatic sometimes. Why are you not connected to anything? There is a central point there that is no longer functional for plumbing for some reason. Am I having technical problems with my plumbing? And the traffic's back. I fixed the traffic for about 15 minutes. Probably wasn't even 15 minutes. How's the state of CS2? Good. Yeah, it takes a while. I did 300-mile flight, took 3 hours. CS2. Okay, a little bit of context about me. I didn't play that much CS1, and I know there are a lot of people that are like, "Why isn't the content of CS1 in CS2?" I'm not. I could get bogged down in that argument for hours, and I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't. As a new player coming into this game, I'm having a nice time. I see what they're going for, and with the new developer, because there's a new developer in charge of it right now, I kind of wish them the best. Because they have a lot of work to do, and from what I've seen so far, it is... they've got their work cut out for them. But I'm having a nice time. My biggest letdown was that there's no Steam Workshop anymore. There's like in-game, right? They changed it. They made it so you have to have an officially supported thing. A few games have done it like that, though. I get that there's like a transitionary phase, but like sometimes people like signed off more. I'm not entirely sure how you balance it out. I don't hate it, he says, having established an entire sort of like network of content around it, and I've been playing it solidly for like 2 weeks straight. It's possible I'm beginning to lose my mind. One thing I haven't tried here. That will have implied I ever had one. I have a mind. I have a very intelligent mind. It takes a very intelligent... It does not. I was about to say the words, it takes a very intelligent man to come up with Myannus. It does not take an intelligent man to come up with Myannus. Does this road become less of a problem if I get rid of it? And what I do, there is a reason that I did that, chat. I will get there in a second. Give me a second. What I do is 2 lanes of traffic come in there. And what I do is I take an offshoot from this point. Put it there instead. How's the traffic in this one? First one had huge issues with traffic. He says, I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing this game all night, and all I've messed with is traffic. I built a hospital. I named it after somebody in the community, and I've been tinkering with trying to get traffic optimized. But for fuck's sake, I can't get this. I can't get this. I can't. I can't get this. I can't get this junction to work. And the traffic is so, like, intermittent. Is this not a big roundabout? Yeah, first one just turned into a traffic simulator after I grew the city a bit. Like, it's fine, and honestly, as an issue, traffic isn't as big of an issue as it... I've been dealing with this all evening, and, like, it's not actually, from a happiness perspective, that big of a problem. Nobody's actually that bothered by the fact that I'm doing this. I guess cities, realistically, have traffic issues. You know what? I've been going at this for 2.5 hours, and we've been dealing with traffic. I'm going to deal with another problem for about 5 minutes. Because I could build some entertainment resources. I could spend the entire time just trying to deal with that. And what do they want? They want... My mail service is unreliable. How dare they? How dare they mock my literal one postal system? I'm going to build a big post office, and I'm going to stick it straight up their ass. Okay. I don't quite understand the unreliable mail service comment. I've got fucking mail systems everywhere. Okay, we're gonna overzealously populate the world with more frickin' mailboxes, because apparently I'm a terrible human being. Yeah, I didn't play the first I didn't play the first My City Skylines. I played it very briefly. No, what am I trying to say? I played it very briefly because I was invited to do a collaboration on it, and my sister-in-law is very into City Skylines and has been playing it for a while. And I don't understand what these people want from me. Sorry. Post-sorting facility? What do you want from me? Sorry. They're really... my sister-in-law, really big into City Skylines, and I was inspired to explore it as a little bit of a thing that I could do that maybe content that they would like. And it's kind of spun off really goddamn hard. It's kind of spun off really goddamn hard. I'm doing this bit at the moment where I've got like a cinematic universe, and we're calling it the MY-cu, which is, this city is called Myannus, and I've decided that all simulator games I play on the channel are the same guy. So the proprietor, the mayor, or whatever you want to call it, of Myannus is the same guy that I played a jigsaw puzzle game last night, and that's the mayor taking some time off in his house to do some jigsaw puzzles. And it's kind of it's become its own. There is no stopping Myannus. Myannus is out of control. I played it on 4 generations of GPUs and 3 generations of CPUs, and it ran the same. They talk about, there's all sorts of people talking about this on the internet, and how apparently... I have a question. Does this problem go away if I just point them... If I make that road go that way only, does this issue clear up? It can't be that simple. I don't think that's the case. Part of me wants to make this length of road only go in one direction, because if people go up there, they can go around the city and come back down. It probably will create traffic jam somewhere else. It's like passing the parcel, right? And at the same time, they call this a traffic jam, but the cars are moving. except when you get to here and then there's like a traffic jam the entire length of the goddamn city. Ah! I'm beginning to think, like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to fix it. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to fix it in the way that I want it to be fixed. And sooner or later, I'm going to have to admit to myself that that's okay. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to start expanding residences, because... RightBigChimken is getting right big infuriated.
My, you're a tall one.
Thank you for the unlurk. Hi, Nats! And yes, I am tall. I grew it myself. And when I say grew it myself, I mean me. Nats! I don't think I'm ever going to be in charge of a real city. There, I said it. There, I said it. Can we all just also take 5 seconds to give Evil Sealit some credit? I think they are the person in my life that changes their bongo cat design the most. And this isn't a criticism, but the level of creativity they are bringing to bongo cat, of all things, is second to none, and it needs to be studied. The level of Holy shit! Hi! You found the button! You found the button. You know what? I'm just not going to worry about traffic that much. People are getting more and more bothered by the lack of entertainment, so I think I need to fix the lack of entertainment. Where are my entertainment-based facilities? Where are my entertainment pros at? Apparently I have literally none. It turns out my city is very boring. My city is very boring. Okay, we have a community pool. We have a basketball center. And we have American football field. How dare you? Get back in here, you son of a bitch. You want to turn off my stream? You do it to my face. You do it to my face. Chim, do you have Twitch Prime? There's a retail sim game for free right now. Maybe it could be a store in MY-uh-nus. What's the retail? What's it called? And I don't have Twitch Prime, no. DollyWhiskers pays for our Prime thing, so it's not something that I have control over or am able to apply. I can't do it myself. Words. I was about to say like 1,000 words in explanation. I don't think it actually needed that many. Touch playground. Jet Set Jubilee Carousel Multi-Purpose Park. No one else plays to bet. King of Retail. Lame. King of Retail. Never heard of it. Don't call people out for being lame. If people wanted to do the thing, they would do the thing. Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you want it to work out, you know? You lost a game where you were the only player. See, it's not... You know what's lame? You know what's lame? Losing the game where you're the only player. That's funny. Hey, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I think I could win a game where I'm the only one that's playing. Saying. King of Retail. Yeah, I'll take a look, but it's not. Like I said, I don't have access to the Twitch Prime ability of claiming games. That is a DollyWhiskers type dealie. Full playground. But what I could do. That's rough, buddy. It is my little. Shut up. Oh, buddy. Oh. Being very passive aggressive with that shit today. I'm just saying. Coming in here, going, oh, buddy. Me just taking it really personally for some reason. You having a stroke? Possibly. I do consume a lot of salt, and I hear that's bad for you. Okay, people are increasingly entertained. Oh, the sewer is backing up. The sewer is backing up. What was it? The poo pipe is no longer pooing. I need a new poo pipe. I need a new poo pipe. Speaking of poo pipe, I need to go to the bathroom, chat. Speaking of poo pipe, I need to go to the toilet. Did that fix the problem? Yes. It did fix the problem. You having a stroke? No, I'm not having a stroke. Are you having a stroke? Hey up, you having a stroke? Holy shit. He's only gone and had a stroke. I shouldn't joke about that. If I just do an offshoot of the highway and attach it to that roundabout, do you think I'm gonna get fucked? Do you think I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed if I did that? Oh my god, chat. Do you think is the solution to my highway problem? Probably. Before I start absolutely decimating the place, I'm going to drop save and I'm going to go take a rage piss because the traffic in this game is driving me insane. I'm going to... I'll be back. It's not that insightful. Hello. Oh, Nats, like Nats. I'll give you a treat, Nats. I'll give you a treat. If you go to my channel point redeems and you do the switch category channel point redeem, I remembered to switch categories today, but you typed dun 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 in chat. Go hit switch category for me. I'll give it to you as a treat. A gift, if you will. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I need to make that noise a separate noise because I love that noise so goddamn much and I don't know why. So I have a cunning plan and I don't know if it's a cunning plan or if I'm just a dumbass. But if I do, I could put... Oh god. Well, now that exists. So what I could do, chat, what I could do is I could... You know, cunning equals smart. I have a smart plan. For the channel point when I record... For the channel point when I can record a highly southern... Oh, god damn it. Do you want to just... Shall I put you... Okay, Nats. Do you want to go into business together? Do you wanna make... Yeah, I'm game. Do you wanna like just... Should we just bite the bullet and should we just agree that you're my nominated voice recording person? I can't pay you yet until you become like a famous voice actor. I'm not entirely sure how I would pay you. I'd pay you in marketing advice because let's be honest, pay me in exposure. Honestly... I've got a cunning plan, also drops a large intersection in the middle of nowhere with no connecting roads. Shut up. Rude of you to point that out. Dilemma, exactly. Oh my god, the rotating in this is fucking annoying. Stop it. Please. Okay. He's losing it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I will think of something. Chim, I've almost made it through a school year of teaching math. Jesus Christ, has that been a year already? Taking the Lord's name in vain a lot today. Jesus Christ! I hope you have learned that. I hope, chat. I hope. Don't tell anybody. Can you teach me maths? I'm 33 and dyscalculate. Don't do it. It's a trap. You'll never get rid of her. I tried to teach you something once, and here I am. It was about air conditioners for some reason. I tried to teach Nat something one time, and, like, then it turned into multiple years of friendship. And now I don't know how to get rid of that. Excuse me? Hey, remember that time I DM'd you about air conditioning? So to be clear, does this mean you don't want to be friends? No, I want to be best friends. See, when I say it like that, Nats gets all awkward. I'll be best friends with you. Oh, BFFs. BFFs. Okay, so... My logic, right? There is a highway turn off here, which is becoming a problem. If I build a highway turn off here, that gives them immediate access to the industrial area. And there is already a highway turn off here. I kind of want to use a connection that I've not used yet, which is problematic because there aren't actually that many. But I don't want it to be a big one. I don't want it to be a big one. Oh. My city is huge! Little old meme. But yeah, Nats, I will. Speaking of aircon, actually, we're breaking it out tomorrow. Good. I also need to do hours tomorrow. You've reminded me. I knew that there was. I knew that there was something. Single point interchange. I knew that there was something that I needed to do, and you've reminded me what it was. What am I trying to say? I am appointing Nats the official voice of my channel. I will make a profile. I will make a profile on my Twitch profile. I've got those banners at the bottom. All of my stuff is quite big, so it's all clickable. I will make that banner a permanent link to Nats' channel. On the agreement. Go on, Chim. I know you want one underwater redeem. I do. I do want one underwater redeem. I do. I do want that. There's an underwater stim. Yeah, but Nats does this really cool, and I don't know why it tickles me so much, but Nats does this underwater impression where it's just Nats speaking, but they're pretending to be underwater. But Nats will be the official voice actor for the time being until they become too famous to deal with little old me. Nats will become the official voice actor of my channel. I'm comfortable with that. I can do that. TLB's had like a permanent fixture on my channel since like 1 billion years ago. So, not that that means anything. Is that a whole ass billion? Yeah, TLB was like one of the TLB's like TLB's been around for years, bro. Did you meet the dinosaurs? I did. They definitely exist, regardless of what all of those religious people tell you. Awkward. I didn't want to reuse this, but this is so the easier thing. Because what I could do, right? What I could do is if I plug that in there, what I can do is if I plug that in there, I've got to connect it to the outgoing highway. And then I could curve the other highway access. I don't know if that's good city design, but still. So if I do... God. I mean, it's all highway and I can fix it afterwards, so I'm not going to worry about it too goddamn hard. Also, is Loch Ness real? It is. We've met. We have met. As it turns out, Durandria is actually distantly related to the Loch Ness Monster. Can I say what I'm proud of today? Sure. There is no statute of limitations when it comes to that. You can say that you're proud whenever. I will never say, no, you can't, how dare you? You can't do that. How bloody dare you? I got a new, oh God. I got a new curl defining brush and a legit. My hair hasn't looked this good in forever. Good. I'm glad. I'm really happy for you that that's a thing that is happening in your life. I'm really happy that that's a thing. Okay, so like, I did this. And then like a swoop. What I could do is bury the entire thing. I need like that to curve round and then somehow join the outgoing road, which is problematic. Because look, if I go... I need it to like curl around and then go back out again, which isn't the easiest thing to accomplish. So point it in that direction. Take it down to 30 meters. Curl it. Curl it round. I mean, that highway is kind of disgusting, but it's functioning. And then I have room to build like a little offshoot here. Okay. Our roads, nature's paths. Hi, Vengeance. My husband has long curly hair and he also uses one, and his curls look great in the morning with zero effort. I learned today that I sleep on my back. That could be the problem. I thought I was a side sleeper. My hair's got pretty thin over the years. I can, as a balding man, I have no... I don't think I qualify to talk about quality hair management. So arguably, I am voluntarily bald. And I do like to tell everybody that I'm voluntarily bald every chance I fucking get. Okay, so I built an extracurricular highway access, and nobody's fucking using it. Nobody. None. They're not. We're all still bunged up. I'm beginning to think that's not a fixable problem. Traffic happiness has decreased. Sorry, increased. We've gone from a -2 to a -1 by adding in that highway point. Jim, are you going to get a barcode tattoo on the back of your head? I mean, I could. Do you think it would suit me? I feel like there's got to be a sizable amount of balding men in the universe that have got barcode tattoos. I bet you see them online all the time, where it's like tattooists talking about tattoos that they hate giving to people. I bet there is a seedy underbelly of society when it comes to tattooists that are like, oh my god, it's another balding guy. I know what they're gonna want. It's a fucking barcode tattoo. Also, can you imagine? My Wi-Fi tower burnt down. Shit. Okay. Sorry. Can you imagine your Wi-Fi tower burning down? No Wi-Fi. Apparently police is suddenly a problem. We need more residences over here, I think. Oh, God. That's coming down. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is build a section of town here that has highway access. It could just be residential, like on that spot. It could just be a residential town with a couple of woods. It could be a residential town here with a couple of words. Thanks for clearing that up, Chimken. You're welcome, Chimken. Okay. Okay, nice talk. Where were you when the Wi-Fi was kill? I was wondering why I couldn't log into insert social media when I hear Wi-Fi is kill. Thank you. What do you mean overlapping items? It's a roundabout. I want it to be overlapping. Oh. I can't wait. I can't wait. There is a game coming out called... No, it's not. I'm being horrible. I'm being needlessly horrible. It's not. Why isn't this working? What do you mean, invalid road shape? I don't understand. That should be fine. Now, I'm starting to think Myannus is annoying him. It's the smell. It's your... Stop sniffer then. We have a good time. We have a good time in Myannus. I'm still, like... I don't want to scare it away by saying this out loud, but Myannus has been some of the most popular content I've produced on Twitch. And I don't... If you've enjoyed Myannus, can you tell me why? Can you, like, tell me why? I don't want to scare it away by asking, so... I don't want to scare it away by asking, but I'm curious. I'm actively curious. Myannus has been some of the most popular content I've produced on Twitch. It's roomy. There it is. Like, I'm not knocking it, and it's not going away. But a couple of people have tried to engage me on the subject, and I'm like, I literally have no idea. I'm not sure if I'm particularly animated or if I'm particularly happy because I'm playing with Myannus on stream. And maybe that's the reason why. Because it's silly and I'm a child. You know what? You know what the thing is? You know what it is? You know what it is? I don't think I've dirty laughed more than when I've been playing this goddamn game.
I've never seen one before. No one has, but I'm guessing it's a white hole.
That that laugh, I do not think I've done that more on stream than when I've been playing this. It keeps spreading. My anus, it is spreading. It's not the prettiest solution. Or is there a horseshoe in my anus? My ribs hurt. My ribs hurt so goddamn much. Oh. I'm gonna stop questioning it. I feel like I'm questioning it more and more the longer this whole thing goes on, so I'm just gonna continue to roll with it. If this is my stream glow up moment, imagine this is my stream glow up moment. Imagine if this is the thing that puts me on the map. Imagine if my anus puts me on the map. Imagine. It would be great if it did. I'm not like holding out hope that it will, but imagine if they look back in 20 odd years when I've become like a multi-millionaire streamer and they're like, okay, where did this man start his journey? Was a town called Myannus. Pop, 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 charge. Yeah, I shouldn't question it. Ziggy Z. That qualifies you.
Hooray. Ziggy Z has been nesting with us for 44 months.
That name's you.
Myannus is thriving.
It is. Myannus is growing like a weed. But that does qualify you to be named in the thing. Do you have a named character in there right now? You don't. So what we do is we zoom in. We found a random person on the street. Okay, everybody slow down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boom. Diggy Z, welcome. You are now inside of Myannus. Ad starting any second, chat. Damn, I'm polyeducated. Damn, son! Maybe you should get some fucking education, you uncultured swine. I reckon. No, I fucked it. Boom. How the fuck do I play Mahjong? Okay, I'm going to answer in a enjoying City Skylines. I see. City Skylines has a cinematic it's Nats, I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna level with you, Nats. You don't. And I don't mean that offensively. Knowing what I do about you, you do not play Mahjong. Mahjong is cool. Hi, mother. It is, but it's not easy. I think the thing that makes me say you don't play Mahjong as well is you don't ask somebody on the internet to tell you how to play Mahjong. It's so fucking hard. If you have to ask somebody on the internet how to play Mahjong, you're police, fire, small elementary school. The Windows Games version was just match 2. It was easy. It's that's not how Marshall works. Luxury Pigeon, it was the most impossible to learn game I've ever played. It's like all Chinese or something. Do you know if Steam will throw a wobbly if I try to play CS2 right now as well? I bought the game. I'm not playing on your installation. But thank you for asking. Have you not been playing it this entire time when I've been streaming it because you think I was using your version? I'm sorry. I bought it like day 2. I bought it like day 2. You're funny. Server farm. I'm finally free. I would have said. Head of the XP touching the actual mahjong. How'd you call it? Bones thingies? Center of disease control. We are getting up there in terms of things we've unlocked. I've unlocked solar plants, grand bridges, automated parking. Automated parking would be cool. I think that's a unique building. Oh. I need to put bus stops. Need taxi ranks. Need mailboxes. I'm definitely doing those real organized. Luxury Pigeon, how did the rest of your Minecraft stream go? Who won? Sorry. Who won? Luxury Pigeon. Luxury Pigeon. Luxury Pigeon.
Imagine if RightBigChimken did Babe Station. I don't know why I'm laughing. I laugh when I'm very aroused.
Luxury Pigeon did a Minecraft Fight Club today. I suppose we're not meant to talk about it. Go drop Luxury Pigeon a follow. They are a good old bean. They are a good old bean. They're a good old bean. Oh yeah, automated parking. I'm getting confused. Parking, automated parking. Okay, if I'm building automated parking, can I just stick it on the edge of this fucking highway? I don't want to make this road more complicated. No, I can't put it there. It's just going to make that road more complicated. Move the underground parking. There. Okay, that fixed the traffic issue, apparently. Okay, people are continually happy. How are we doing for time? I am over time, but officially I am also... I would usually finish at 11 on a Sunday. I went live an hour late. I'm thinking... Don't do that. Bank holiday tomorrow. There's Tetris and NTE. I don't know how to play that either. Tetris is not rocket science. I'm sure you could do Tetris. Tetris is not... I'm sure you could... I have faith. Be brave. Max the envelope and so on. One of these days I'm gonna have to build a pub. Chemical plant. Principis. Okay, we are unlocking. We might never be 100% optimal, but we are making progress. Are you playing on normal or easy? Normal. I ain't no cheater. Not a cheater. I'm playing on normal, and I really need to get used to this act of, like, pausing the game when I start deleting things, because I'm constantly not doing that, and I'm beginning to think that's a big part of my problem. Like, I did have somebody come in and was like, you're learning the game while playing regular mode? It made me feel pretty cool, if I'm honest. How'd you have such a good economy? I would love to say it was skill, but it's dumb luck. My economy is currently at 134,000. And the only thing I can say is all I've really been doing. Show us your finances. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at my finances. Let's see what makes RightBigChimken tick. Let me drop a save. How do I have such good economy? All I do. How high are my taxes right now? No, my taxes are actually pretty good. I could probably lower those and be perfectly fine, and then everybody would be really happy with me. No! Definitely not. Definitely not. We're definitely not doing that. Okay, we're fine. Bro, you can raise them a lot. I know I could raise them a lot, but I don't wanna. But yeah. I think we're doing alright. My loan? I have no loan. The city expenses are not excessively high. I'm producing some, but not tons. I've kind of focused on people more than anything else, which seems to be working out for me reasonably well. I'm currently increasing my population by 600 an hour. 140k. I would fund your education more. I'll be honest, I've touched none of this bit. I've done none of it. Service fee, budget. So what? You just want me to stick it? What happens if I just chuck it into the green? I can afford to do that. Which gets more jobs, yeah. Garbage management. Police administration. Transportation. You get more placements in the schools as well. Interesting, okay. I've done none of this bit. This bit, like, I'm not saying it's, I don't know. This bit kind of feels like maths to me, so I've kind of avoided the entire concept. Okay, so traffic then. Roads. How is your traffic? I'm running into all sorts of fucking traffic jams. This is basically the same as City Skylines 1. I'm running into all sorts of frickin' traffic jams. The general consensus from people that I've talked to about it in chat has been don't focus too hard on the traffic as a problem. My traffic, happiness-wise, is -1. You should maybe use priority roads. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by priority roads. Like, I've run into... I'm bottlenecking it at a few places. Like, the entry points from highways, I'm getting bottlenecks, and I've not been able to fix it as a problem. Like, example there. This one has been a problem for ages. That central roundabout is cooked. Yeah, I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it. It's sort of been like I haven't been going into mass hysteria over like problems from it, so I haven't been thinking about it too hard. Could you try to remove the third roundabout connection with the bike lanes? Third roundabout connection with the bike lanes. In theory... Yeah, in the middle. In theory, I could. Which would send all of the traffic left or right. Which would send all of the traffic left or right. And arguably, if they go left... Actually, you know what I have done? You know what I have done? There are no offshoots of this road at all, and I built additional highway access. So what I have done is given myself a reason to make this one-directional. Because we looked at making this road one-directional before, and it wasn't the correct thing to do. What kind of road is that? Is that 6? It is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make all of that flow in that direction, because they can get back to the highway there, but they can also go all the way around the city and hit this junction from the opposite direction. So, if I do... What's overlapping? Oh, for God's sake, this frickin'... Something overlapping there. Maybe make the middle road and right one way. The middle road is currently one way to that. The middle road currently goes right to left. Yeah, the middle road is currently one way. So if I do... If I make this... I go there, go to there. Pause the game. Why is that... Is it that? No, it is. It's that frickin' whatever this is. Go away. Yes, that fixed it. Okay. Make that one way. And if I make this one way going in this direction...
Oh my god! He's bald! He's bald and he's torturing people who have hair!
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. As you can see, my follows are anonymous. If you'd like to make yourself known in chat, please do so. Otherwise, know that lurking is massively appreciated. Frickin' farm is in the way. No. Still in the way. You just focus on this first, or do you not want people? Do you not want poor people in your city? You're just focusing on this first, or do you not want poor people in your city? How? What do you mean? Oh, because of the housing? I am... This has been a problem all night. And my population is flying, so I've not really been looking at the housing situation for a while. I should do that, because sooner or later that's going to bottleneck as well, because of the frickin'... Ugh. Turns out this management game requires quite a bit of management. Did you know? You know that. Myannus was not built for the people. Myannus was built for industry. Oh yeah, a little bit of context. A little bit of context.
The My-uh-nus is a multi-game spanning franchise in which the proprietor of Myannus, first established in Cities Skylines 2 circa 2026, takes the reins of various retailers, services, and organizations. This universe is bound by nothing, not the span of time, and certainly not the depths of depravity. We're flogging this joke till it's dead.
Look who's hatched. East Bay's Pete 420 just subscribed.
Thank you very much for the sub. That does get you a named person in. The follow also got it, so what we'll do is go find you a person. I picked... I got your person, but also you followed and sub, so I will name something after you. Curse, it's me. Yes, I love the customer service voice, Nats. Yes, today we have nominated Nats as the official voice actor of the channel. They did agree to this, so it's not something that I am... I'm gonna... No. We've already named that roundabout. You get a roundabout. You get a roundabout. And you get a roundabout. Did that work? No, it didn't. Roundabout. There we go. Stuff. I'm gonna have to listen to my goddamn voice, Keck. Yeah, as it should be. Nats is the official voice actor of the channel, which means I'm gonna add a like a profile panel, which will link to them directly. I need to add them to my credits. I need to build some housing because I see what you mean. What I was doing before I got waylaid, I was fixing some of the junctions in this. The people will know my name, bro. You need to build businesses as well. Yeah. There's so much to manage! Fuck. I think I'm beginning to descend into that situation where I'm like, there's just so much to goddamn do all the goddamn time. These people want me to manage. I just picked the wrong one there, didn't I? Yeah. Let's fix the problem by ruining some real estate areas. Tax the poor. I'm not taxing the poor. I mean, I could tax the poor. They're already not taking jobs. I mean, my population is still freaking stable, and my economy is perfectly good. Small homes, I need small homes. Lack of small homes is making people unhappy. So... I'm not going to build...
Arousal. Do I smell beef?
Do I smell beef? I'm not aroused, you're aroused. Shut up. Proper city management does not turn me on. We're not starting that rumor. Especially my wife. You do not want to start that rumor. Imagine. Oh my god, you know what really gets me going, Chad? Proper roads. I mean, there are worse kinks. We don't kink shame on this channel. Not aroused, proper synergy management does not turn me on. Thank you. Proper roads in our and MY-uh-nus. I'm so goddamn hungry right now. I'm wasting away. Wasting away. I'm beginning to think. Okay. Let's concentrate. Concentration. Concentrating. I am concentrating, chat. I am a leaf on the wind. I am a leaf on the goddamn wind. I am been absolutely phoning it in for the last little bit. I have not been doing the things that I need to do. I have been increasingly making junctioned areas. No. I also need to go back and look at whether or not that fix that I did on that road actually did anything. I've immediately got bogged down in doing this. Did I actually resolve anything with that change? Pop. Holy fuck, I did. Now there's a traffic jam here. I've moved the problem at the very least. There's a problem here too. God fucking damn it. I mean, it's not access, which is fine. Okay, and they want more medium-sized houses. You know what? Does this mean you want me to return those filing cabinets and clip butts? I'm beginning to lose my shit, and I'm actually feeling faint because I've not eaten anything, so I think I'm rapidly approaching a point where I need to stop. I'm gonna go eat some fucking crumpets and think about my life choices. Oh my god, my ribs hurt today. Does anybody else's ribs hurt? Is anybody else seeing double right now? It's not the tidiest. I've been tidier with some of the builds that I've been doing in this, but like, if I want to progress, the major aim of this is to get to the end. I will consider my playthrough successful if I can get to Megalopolis. I'm not even halfway. Sooner or later on stream, I'm going to have to build another one of these fans because we've got 3 points of interest at the moment. We could do one up here, we could do one there. I can still change the, like, I've got all of this map to access. I was going to build a train station. Fuck. Beginning to think, chat. Beginning to think that this entire road isn't actually required. Right now, it's not really doing anything. And I've still got the fan. I can move... What is this? UK fire station? I can move the fire station within the city limit. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play all day. And seldom is heard a discouraging word. Right, I get it. I'm a bad singer, but that was a bit rude. In fact, you can suck my ass. Nice and tidy. Fuck my life. How's the performance since the city's gotten bigger? Fine, I'm not having any issues. I'm running into like functional, can't get the game to work the way that I want it issues. But I've honestly, I know there was concern that the game was poorly optimized, but I've not seen anything that I've honestly not seen anything like Steam is claiming. If you read some of the Steam reviews on this game, it's like somebody... If you read some of the Steam reviews on this game, chat, people treat it like it murdered their parents. I thought Chim is something good to... No, it is! I was concentrating. Please continue to stim. Do not listen to me. I'm drunk. Sometimes it makes me jump. Okay, so... And now I've made all of those changes, and suddenly the game wants me to build... Traffic, according to the game, is also getting worse again. You know what? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to fucking fix it. The game can suck my ass. It fixed some of the problem, but not all of it. Which is only going to make this bit worse. That's far too big. Close enough. No, yeah. Please stim. That wasn't a negative. A road accident. The traffic is building up massively. This area has its own highway access.
She wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog. I'm not fighting with you. Grow up, bro. Grow up.
Get educated, but
I need to eat. I need to stop. 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 I need to eat. The traffic situation is fucking me over. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Do. $130. We're now losing people, but I did demolish some living area. Like that there. Fix that problem. They're all going up there. Turning left. Now with that roundabout, I don't actually need that connection at all. Oh god, he's doing it. He's getting fucking stuck in again. You can upgrade that interchange. Yeah, I think I need to... Like there's a... That bridge corner there is problematic. So... Yeah, those 2 points... Pause a sec. One last thing before the road, chat. One last thing for the road. One last thing for the road. Get it? For the road. Boo. Yeah, I deserve that. So. We're fine. I'm good. I just need to yell for a couple of seconds, chat. So if you could just bear with me. Ah! I mean, it's not pretty, but it functions better than what was there previously. And it's got room to be updated. Okay, that's clear. That's clear. This... I'm gonna have to think hard about this. I'm gonna save it. We need to build, when I come back tomorrow, we need to build more residences. Myannus needs expansion. Myannus needs to be stretched. Myannus needs to be pushed harder than it has ever been pushed before. Why is this still... Oh, there's a tiny little offshoot. There's a tiny little offshoot. What a time to come back. Car in my anus has got a traffic jam. My population and my economy and my general happiness of everybody are perfectly fine, but I'm having all sorts of issues with traffic jam. How do I fix this? He's lost it, Cara. Well and truly lost it. I'm also hungry, which is not helping my decision power. I'm putting in roads, not at perfect right angles. It's time for the shit to end. Hey, Dolly, get a good photo of me. Think of the bagels. What do you mean bagels? I'm going to have crumpets. Maybe they make those correct directly and have the roundabout separate. Have those correct directly and then have the... Yeah. This is the pinch point now. This is less of a problem since I moved this. This is... Other than the fact that I need to build residences and shit. I think we're heading in the right direction. Like, I'm going to expand this massively. This bit is just going to go poof. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be fantastic. In fact, I'm going to burn the entire thing down and start again. No, I'm not doing this now. I'm not. I'm hungry. I'm not doing it. I'm not. You can't even see because I've got the big camera up. Chat, I'm really glad you exist. Welcome to my nightmare. Give Dolly streamer rights. You must be streamer to do this. Honestly, I did say I was going to do that, so I will do that now while I'm thinking about it. Bear with me, chat. I just need to fix something. Dolly, like I said, if you spam it, it will break, so do not spam it. In fact, there's a 30-second timer on the redeem, like, manually, so you will not be able to spam it every more than 30 seconds at a time. Moderator, you can now do screenshot. Congratulations. Do not let this power go to your head. Chat! I'm really, like I said earlier, I'm obsessed with the fact that this is some of my most watched content on the internet. I'm trying not to pull too hard at that thread. I'm so happy that you're happy with the way that the channel is right now. I'm having a tremendous amount of fun. This whole thing, the welcome to the MY-uh-nus, like I talked about at the beginning of stream, I will get as much out of that as I put into it. Oh my god, Decode. Oh my god, Decode. You're such a sexy, stupid, sexy robot, Decode.
Decode Exception just raided.
Decode Exception, you're such a stupid, sexy robot, but I'm just wrapping up. I'm just wrapping up. Decode, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, Decode. I'm so hungry. Is it your birthday, Decode? Is it your birthday? Raid train us out, baby. I will do that. Did I toss on Monday? Well, there is a thing that we do on this channel every time it's somebody's birthday, and I'm going to take this opportunity because I don't think I've sung to you yet. The Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer, and I have established Dolly just brought me crisps. DollyWhiskers just brought me crisps. Aren't they wonderful? Isn't my wife beautiful? Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer. We have established this week a cinematic universe within the game City Skylines 2. Basically, the concept is any simulator style game that I play, the character in that game is the mayor of my City Skyline city. The city is called MY-uh-nus. You are very welcome to take residence in MY-uh-nus. You kind of get the idea. We're absolutely destroying this joke. We're running this joke into the ground. If that sounds like a thing that you're massively against, I do not take offense. I've lived long enough to see a soap opera made of City Skylines. But Raiders, I'm also going to sing happy birthday to Decode Exception. They have been a person. They're definitely a person and not a robot in disguise. They were introduced to me through a streamer called Durandria. They are a wonderful human being. I have interacted with them on many levels through the time that I have known them. They're great. Go drop them a follow. But here it is. And one, I need to turn off the reggae music. I can't sing happy birthday to the reggae music. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Decode Exception. Happy birthday to you. There we go. But Decode, I love you dearly, but I am going to raid out because I'm desperately hungry, and I've actually almost pushed this to 4 hours anyway. I'll do my closing messages and I'll send you on your way. Chat, it's a bank holiday in England tomorrow, which means I'm home all day. Somebody yesterday asked if I would do a 12-hour stream. I make no promises, but I do have plans to stream extra. At the very least, it will be 4 hours. Usually I stream for 2 hours on a Monday. At the very least, it will be 4 hours from 70... It will at least be a 4-hour stream from 7 p.m. If it is earlier than that, that's the best I can do. I don't know what it will be, but realistically, it's probably going to be City Skylines. Chat, I'm really glad to exist. At the beginning of my streams, ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I like to say something different. Chat, I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a scary place right now, and the fact that you're alive in it is something to be massively proud of, and I'm so proud of you for being alive, chat. A couple of reminders: you do not need to watch my content, you do not need to be in chat, you do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can, and if my content can make that existence be any better, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. It's at this point of the stream I invite you to type the word fuck. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be a positive or a negative. We can do the good things first. But I love City Skylines. It's been an absolutely fantastic... I'm not going to say life-changing, because I don't think we've got that far, but I'm in such a good place with regards to my content right now. City Skylines has been fucking amazing, and thank you very much for the support in the content. Fucking hell, I love my friend Nats, who has very kindly recorded me this message.
The MY-uh-nus is a multi-game spanning franchise in which the proprietor of Myannus, first established in Cities Skylines 2 circa 2026, takes the reins of various retailers, services, and organizations. This universe is bound by nothing, not the span of time, and certainly not the depths of depravity. We're flogging this joke till it's dead.
Thank you. And fucking hell, I love my wife for bringing me crisps because I was actively starting to feel faint without putting something down my throat. Shut up. The negatives. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck losing people too soon. Fuck the Reform Party UK. Fuck Sjogren's disease. Fuck epilepsy. Fuck Parkinson's disease. Fuck cancer. Fuck ableism. Fuck chronic health conditions. Fuck transphobia of all types. Not all types. Fuck chronic health conditions of all types. Fuck transphobia. Transphobia is fairly straightforward. Well, it's not straightforward. You get what I mean. I'm going to stop. Fuck adulting. That is valid. Fuck going to work on a Monday. If you have to go to work on a Monday, I'm sorry, but I have a day off tomorrow and I'm going to rub it in your face. I will be raiding out to Chrome Bubble, and I'll be raiding out to Chrome Bubble. They also have a button. And I will be back tomorrow with more not Slay the Spire. Chrome is playing Slay the Spire. If you are subscribed, drop a raid email on arrival. If you are unsubscribed, take a raid message from chat. Words, chat, also, stuff, and things. I don't know what I will be playing tomorrow. It will be at least a 4-hour stream from 7 p.m. GMT +1, BST British Standard Time, UTC +1, whatever your preferred way of saying British time is. I have there's all sorts we can do. There's all sorts we can do. We're not going to worry about it. We don't have a schedule on this channel for a reason. I'm going to raid into Chrome. They are a wonderful human being. They used to be a scientist. We raid them every Sunday night. Thank you very much for being here, chat. I've been RightBigChimken. You've been absolutely fucking fabulous. And You like 3 crumpets, brother? It's going to be 4. 3 crumpets is underselling it. I will see you. You ruined my flow. I saw the word crumpets and was like,